You know, I've always grown beans year after year, and they have seemed to be predator free. But last year I noticed that some of the beans, like these little baby beans, as they just start to grow, sometimes even these little tiny ones, and I'll find one in a second, but the tips are chewed off. And when you chew like the very tip, this bean will stop growing. And this year, not only am I getting tips chewed off, but I've noticed that the entire tip of the entire vine is being chewed off. Look at that, just chewed completely off. That's a vine that's trying to grow. Look at that right there. Chewed, chewed, chewed. Another one there. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is. So I was out here and I noticed that there's a couple holes in the leaves. And as I look around and I scan underneath the leaves, occasionally I see little tiny black dots, which are basically bug poop. So I know there's a bug. First I thought it might have been a bird, maybe a rat. So I'm out here on bug patrol today, and look what I found. And I've never had this before. I got me a green worm. And he just got done chewing the corner or the edge of this leaf right there. And he is now gonna die. And I'll just pinch him between that leaf until he explodes. Boom. And so I think I found my culprit. That's the second green worm I found today. I noticed one earlier in my lower garden down there. There's my lower garden. Big old wall of beans down there. I noticed one by accident. And I've never noticed any real bean predator. Here I got a Japanese beetle underneath of this guy right here. Looks like you're chewing on some leaves, and so I'm gonna wrap him up. I'm gonna pluck that leaf and I'm gonna dispose of that little son bitch. So there's that. Hope that helps. If your beans are being decimated, check under the leaves and see, like right there. Can you see this little black dot in the tip of my finger? Right there. I hope the camera can focus. Little tiny black dot. That's bug poop, and it's usually a worm. So there. Look at all these little babies. All these tiny babies. All these flowers. Look at all these flowers. Look at all them flowers. Babies. Bebes. So I'm going to stay on bug patrol and I'm going to kill them damn worms. Look at all these flowers and baby beans. And I've already harvested like 5 pounds of beans. Shh. I'm doing a video, Dobby. Shut up. So there you go. If you got problems like I do, if the tips of your beans are being chewed, if you come out and you find a bean with the tip of it chewed off, that's probably this little damn green worm. And if you see stuff like this, like the tips of the vines that have been chewed, that's probably that worm. Anyway, I'll see if I can find a chewed bean before I end this. So here's my lower garden, and the wall of beans is doing well. And I've gotten plenty of beans already, but look at all these flowers, 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 and baby beans. Little baby beans, and look right there. There's a little baby bean, and the tip has been chewed off. So I noticed that last year. First time I noticed it was last year. And so that's what I'm talking about. And I've got a few more around here. And when the damn bug chews the tip of the bean, they just stop growing. Here's another example down here where the tip of the vine has been chewed completely, and right here nearby I've got holes in a couple of leaves. So I'm betting that somewhere in the vicinity I have a green worm. And I've been reading online and checking gardeners on YouTube, and it seems that BT, which is that bacteria-based material, is the best thing because it's beneficial. It doesn't hurt the beneficial insects like bees and ladybugs that eat aphids and the praying mantises. Now I am a little curious what's going on over here. I've got a bunch of dead leaves. I wonder if my wife hit this with the weed whacker. But here's another example of a chewed vine tip. So I got to figure out what's going on with this little corner. I got a bunch of dead leaves. This has got a vine that's not looking very healthy. Other than that, we're doing very well. And so I'm going to have to treat this with BT because I found my second green worm today. And game on. Game on. See you guys.